In this video, we're going to talk about dividing two polynomials. This is how your book frames it. Write this rational function here in the form g of x plus ax plus b divided by x squared plus 4, where g is a polynomial and a and b are constants. And what they're really saying is, notice that the power here, that's power here, x squared, the power there is x. You want to continue this process that we're going to do until we get the power of the x's in the numerator less than the power of the x's in the denominator. Okay? So, there's a couple things that we need to talk about first. When we divide a number, 6 divided by 2, what that really implies, what's really going on in your mind there is 2 times x equals 6. I mean, that's what you're really trying to find, is the number that I multiply 2 by to get 6. And we know that that is 2 times 3 equals 6. Therefore, 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So that anytime you're doing division, it's really a multiplication problem that you're trying to figure out. Anytime, one other thing here, say if I had 12 plus 20 divided by 2. Okay, what that really is, I mean, I could simplify here and get 32 divided by 2, but I don't want to do that yet. So we know it equals 32 divided by 2, but what I want to look at it is as 2 divides into this piece and 2 divides into that piece. That is, this is really 1/2 times 12 plus 20. And so the 1/2 distributes, and you get equals 12 over 2 plus 20 over 2. I mean, so we typically up to this point we find common denominators and then put them together. But for problems like the one we're going to start doing now, we need to understand that if we have a sum of things on top over one common denominator, we can break them back up as well. Okay? So let's jump into the problem here using those two ideals there. So here it is. So that is x squared plus 4 divides into all of these terms up here. It divides into x squared, it divides into 6x cubed, it divides into 11x, and it divides into 7. Okay? So that should be x to the 5th, right? X to the 5th. Yes. Let me erase here. Give me x to the 5th. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is look at, let me go over here on the side. It's going to take a lot of room to do this problem. I'll probably need a second page. But let's look on the side over here, and this is going to kind of be my scratch work. What I want to look at is, so x to the 5th divided by x squared plus 4. That is, I want to figure out how to write x to the 5th equals blank times x squared plus 4. How do I write x to the 5th with a factor of x squared plus 4? Okay, well, the first thing I want to do here is I know I need to get x to the 5th, so what goes here? X cubed. So now what's the problem? The x cubed distributes. I get x to the 5th here, but then here I get 4x cubed, which I don't have on this side, so I just subtract it off. Minus 4x cubed. Okay, so that is, I can rewrite this side over here. Instead of writing x to the 5th, I can write x cubed times x squared plus 4 minus 4x cubed. Alright, so that is all x to the 5th. And now continue rewriting, plus 6x cubed plus 11x plus 7, and divided by x squared plus 4. Now, when I divide x squared plus 4 into this term, what happens? The x squared plus 4's cancel and the x to the third pops out. That is, this equals x to the third plus, and now I've got negative 4x cubed and plus 6x cubed, so that's going to be what, plus 2x cubed plus 11x plus 7 over x squared plus 4. That is, this x cubed term here was x squared plus 4 divided by, or x cubed times x squared plus 4 divided by x squared plus 4. Well, the x squared plus 4 is canceled and left me with x cubed, but no, x squared plus 4 still divides into all these. That was what we was talking about at the beginning. Okay, so now this is what we've got, and note that the power up here is still greater than the power up here. We got to continue this process. We do the exact same thing that I just done until we get to that power up on top is less than the power on the bottom. Okay, so now I'm looking at, let's go with, I want to rewrite 2x cubed with a factor of x squared plus 4. Okay, so I need to get my 2x cubed back immediately, so I just go with 2x. 2x times x squared gives me 2x cubed. And then the plus 4 here gives me an additional plus 8x. So I subtract 8x. And so this whole statement here, I can replace 2x cubed with that because they're equal. So on this side now I have, this is going to equal x cubed. Plus now instead of writing 2x cubed, I'm going to write 2x times x squared plus 4 minus 8x. And I really want to, that is 2x cubed. Alright, so instead of writing 2x cubed, I wrote it that way. But I still have to write the rest. So plus 11x plus 7. So all divided by x squared plus 4. Okay, so now when I divide x squared plus 4 into all the terms on top, we see that the 2x is going to pop out because it's going to cancel that x squared plus 4. So I get x cubed plus 2x plus, up here I still have a negative 8x and a positive 11x. That's going to give me what, 3x plus 7 over x squared plus 4. Okay, and so now I look and I check if, what's the powers here. So here on the bottom I have a power of 2 is my biggest power. On top I have this power of 1. So I'm done. I've completed my division of polynomials. That is, therefore, x to the 5th plus 6x cubed plus 11x plus 7 divided by x squared plus 4 is equivalent to x cubed plus 2x plus 3x plus 7 over x squared plus 4. Okay, now you might want to rewind this one and watch it again. Students find this to be very difficult, but what the important thing is if you try to understand the process and not memorize how to do it. If you understand really what we're doing here is we're dividing. When we're looking at x squared goes into x to the 5th, we're trying to find 2 times what equals 6. 6 divided by 2 is 2 times what equals 6. So x to the 5th divided by x squared plus 4 is x to the 5th equals x squared plus 4 times what? And we have a remainder here. Okay? And another thing is to understand that when we have a over 2 plus b over 2, that equals a plus b over 2. That is, 2 divides into both of those when it's in this form. That is, we can break that back up into a over 2 plus b over 2. So you can go that way, and you can go back to your original form. Okay, I hope this video will help you out and get you guys dividing these polynomials. Alright, good luck.